My name is Rihanna, and I am doing a project on COVID-19. I want to know if more white people have COVID-19 than black people. My hypothesis is that more white people have COVID-19 than black people.
When it comes to pure numbers, more black people do not have coronavirus than white. It is probably because here in the United States, there are more white people than black people, so they have more of the virus in pure numbers than do we as black people. However, when we start to look at the percentages of us who have gotten the virus, our percentages are greater than their percentages are. In other words, we seem to be more susceptible to the virus or getting it more in our communities than they are in their communities.
Okay. Hey, Rihanna.
Hey, Mama Tosh.
I know that you were told that more white people are dying, but the rate of black people is higher that contracting COVID-19, right? So I want to give you an example of this, right? Let's say that you had 1,000 white people in America, and this number is really, really small. I'm just trying to give you an example of what rate looks like. And let's say there were only 300 black people in America. So there's just more white people in America than there are black people, right? So let's say that for every 1,000 white people, 20 of them die. But for every 300 black people, 15 of them die. So let's say that this was the numbers. Who's dying more?
20.
Yeah, 20. 20 is bigger than 15. So that would mean that you have more white people are dying, but black people in this example would be dying at a higher rate. So I'm going to go ahead and turn these numbers into fractions. And I have 20 over 100 or 1,000. I'm going to reduce that and say 2 out of every 100. If I were to make this same fraction to represent black people, and let's say I divided this fraction by 3, so I could look at the fraction over 100, right? So I could look at that same 100 people.
5.
Yes, 15 divided by 3 is 5. And 300 divided by 3 is 100. So even though there would be more white people dying, black people would be dying at a higher rate. And so for your research, I think your research says that black people are dying 1.4 times higher, or contracting the virus or dying 1.4 times higher than white people. So that means that for every 10 white people who are dying of COVID-19, that means 14 black people have died of COVID-19. Died or contracted. I have to keep saying that. That means for every 100 white people that contract COVID-19 or die of it, 140 black people die or contract COVID-19. That means for every 1,000 white people that contract COVID-19, that means 1,400 black people have contracted or died of COVID-19.
My hypothesis is correct. More white people have COVID-19 than black people. But black people are catching the virus at a higher rate.